Every day I think today will be the day where the YouTube comments will be nice to me, where the people will like when they see my face, but instead the comments say, this is where you're meant to sing. If you like that stuff, well, subscribe to Things Get Dicey. Sure, I sing here too, but not as well or long. If lyrics make you smile, you'll like Paula's style. So subscribe to Things Get Dicey. It's the channel where you belong. And that is 10 days, 10 whole days since I sang last. That is, let's try to make it at least 11 next time. But in all seriousness, the reason I did that is Paula Denning from Things Get Dicey. If you haven't subscribed to her yet, please do. She had this I Can Go the Distance. It's terrible. The pun is terrible, but the music is not. Genuinely, if you get a kick out of me singing and you want to see someone actually sing and not do what I do, subscribe to Paula Denning. She has a channel, well, obviously, but her singing is so much better. And yeah, I'm going to go back to our regularly scheduled program now. But before we do that, let's start with picking the winner for the YouTube, for the whole Jaws of the Lion giveaway. We have the video URL plugged in over here. We have excluded myself. That's not my name at all. I don't know why I did that. That's my username and other stuff, BoardGameCo. Well, if I pick myself, I will redo it because that seems reasonable, right? And we're going to go ahead and hit start. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see how this plays out. And we have Maximo Cara. Just finished watching your good games for their value. Great to see Dale of Merchants get some love. Such a small box, but so deep and fun. You are correct. Dale of Merchants is excellent, but Maximo Cara, you can go ahead and contact me. I will try to post this again in case you don't, but contact me at alex@boardgameco.com, and if we don't eventually hear from someone, we'll have to pick another winner, but we'll give some time before that happens. From there, let's go into it. Petrichor. Petrichor Collector's Edition and Cows expansion has, well, not 18 hours because you're seeing this tomorrow, but not a lot of time left. I'm only really including this because I've gotten a surprising amount of comments asking, well, what happened? Did I back it? Did I not? What's the story? I did back it. I was pulled in. The value I felt was there for that all-in pledge at least, and ultimately I had enough people. I mean, my new thing, it's my new game. I'm going to be doing it today as well. My new thing is if I'm on the fence about a game and I want people to push me over, I'm going to ask for your help. I'm going to ask for your opinions because, well, a little peer pressure never hurt anyone, right? Right? Nope, never ever hurt anyone. But anyways, I backed Petrichor, the Collector's Edition, and Cows expansion. They have added more and more stuff. They have the stretch goals. They hit their max stretch goals. I love when campaigns do that, when they give a feeling of accomplishment. Yay, you guys all did it. We got to the end. And that was basically, I mean, you see more promos, more whatever. We have tokens, extreme weather events, sunflower promo tiles, and all the way down to terrain objects, a mini expansion with 10 wooden meeples. So just a lot of content for 99 bucks. I thought it was a good value, and enough descriptions of the game pulled me in. So yes, I did in the end back Petrichor, and you have a tiny amount of hours left by the time you're watching this, or it has already ended. One of those two things for sure. From there we have Vampire the Masquerade Rivals expandable card game. Now, I'm not going to overly dive into this one because I didn't have a lot of time to prep for this one. This is a last minute addition. Some people have asked for it. It wasn't on my initial roundup. I don't know why. That's my bad, so I apologize for that. But Renegade Game Studios, in general, their games on Kickstarter, while they make great games, their Kickstarter games in general have not done a great job holding their value, and I'm skeptical that this will be an exception. They have the base $40 pledge, which does come with some exclusives. We have some exclusive art over here. We have an exclusive vampire over here. We have some card dividers. There are a handful of things in this base pledge that are exclusive, but honestly, if you're just going to back at that, then I recommend just holding out and waiting till retail. I don't really see enough of a reason to back at the $40 pledge over here. That being said, if you are super interested and you want to make your own determination of value, which we'll get to in a second, the $100 pledge will give you a lot more, not value, but reasons to pick the Kickstarter. So you have to determine for yourself whether these are worth it for you. I don't think the secondary market will determine that they're worth it. So if you back to get these upgraded plastic blood prestige tokens, the city mat, the clan play mats, the clan token bags, if you go for that all-in pledge at $100, I really don't see it holding its value at all. Is it worth it on a personal level? Do you want to take that risk? go for it. By all means, have at it, have fun. The art looks good. Whether the game appeals to you or not is a different conversation. Again, their games historically have not done a great job holding their value after Kickstarter in terms of the Kickstarter, in terms of backing it on Kickstarter. So that's that. Massive Darkness, no real update here, except to say that stick around for tomorrow. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Stick around for tomorrow. There will be a video tomorrow on Massive Darkness covering full updates of where they are so far, and then of course we'll have to cover it again next Monday because the campaign will, I won't have an opportunity to do a third video, not that I should. 2 videos seems like enough, but tomorrow there'll be an update video on Massive Darkness. Keep in mind that is the video where you will have to basically comment in order to be eligible for the Massive Darkness giveaway. So tomorrow's video for Massive Darkness will be where you comment for the Massive Darkness giveaway. I also have a whole stretch goal thing going on with the giveaway where for every $500 past the 10,000 subscribers we have on the channel, I will add on a optional buy to the giveaway. So for instance, if we're at 11,000 subscribers before the Massive Darkness ends, then there'll be 2 optional giveaways and optional add-ons, optional buys, words are a thing, optional buys, and then it expands outwards from there. Basically, watch yesterday's video. It has all the details, including stuff on podcast giveaways. Just, the giveaways will probably slow down. Right now I'm having fun with it and watching things grow, and I'm happy to, it's half continuous growth, it's half appreciation. I very much do appreciate it, but eventually the giveaways will have to slow down or at least be less often. From there we have Western Legends, which is another one that I will have no information on today because I will be doing a full dedicated video on this, almost certainly, probably doing a full dedicated video on this. It will likely be going up Friday, no guarantees, we'll see how that plays out, but basically just letting you know if you want to know why I haven't covered it yet, that's why it'll be getting its own dedicated video. Granted, probably should have done it already, but I've just had a busy schedule. Not an issue of not enough time for videos, rather just too many videos and not enough time. In fact, tomorrow will be a 2-video day for that reason. It's already too much stuff, not enough time. Let's have fun with it. Endangered new species. So, finally, whew. After all that, we're, a decent amount in, but this is the first real Kickstarter we're covering. I guess whatever. Endangered New Species. Endangered New Species is a Kickstarter that if you are interested in this game, I do recommend backing it, although with caveats. Now, the caveats are, this is an expansion to Endangered. Endangered is a very well-rated game. It's a cooperative dice placement game that really fits around a theme of endangered animals. The game looks gorgeous, has gorgeous components, gorgeous meeples. It feels, if you like cooperative games, if you like dice placement, if you like the concept of the theme of the game, that's a fairly unique theme in our board game space here. Endangered animals is not a very common theme. So if you are interested in this game, I do recommend checking it out. As far as holding its value, well, first of all, this is an expansion. The original Kickstarter had a retail option in the Kickstarter, which obviously retail options I would tell you to pass on in general, because sure enough, the retail at retail is actually cheaper. Miniature Market had this game cheaper than the Kickstarter had it. But if you want the deluxe components, their original Kickstarter did hold its value, seemingly. If you look at the secondary market, it generally seemed to hold its value. Did not make any money, but didn't lose any money. Basically, you were able to sell it for what you paid plus shipping, which is a win. The goal here is not making money. The goal here is not losing, although everyone has their own goal, but that's my goal. Anyways, this falls into that. We have a $45 pledge level plus shipping for just the expansion. We have a $99 pledge level plus shipping for the base game and expansion. If you are intrigued by this game, if you are interested, then again, it's usual. There's 2 determinations here. Will it hold its value on the secondary market? I believe it will. Is it worth $99 for a base game and expansion around endangered animals to your own collection? That's your determination to make. For myself, I am very, very interested, and this is the part where I'm going to ask for your help. I am interested in this game. I don't know if I want to pay $99 for it, but I'm interested. I like cooperative games. I like dice drafting. Dice placement. I don't have this theme in my collection, and the art and components look great. Looks right up my alley. Is this a great game or not? It's rated a 7.8 on BoardGameGeek. Should I get it? Am I missing out? What's the story here? Or should I just get the copy at retail? Miniature Market has it for like $40 or something like that for a plain retail edition. Now, keep in mind that's not with the expansion, and it's not with the extras, and it's also currently out of stock. So a whole bunch of ifs, ands, or buts there. But what should I do? Should I back it? Should I not? Like I said, I think it'll hold its value. I just don't know. I'm always curious to see the opinions down below, because very often you guys share the same taste as me to a certain extent, so I'm very often to hear from everyone in terms of whether this was a game for you, whether it wasn't, all that stuff. I just, I'm looking to be sold on it. Not hugely. For right now, I'd pass, but not because I don't believe it'll hold its value, just because I I need to play more games. I'm getting too many games, and this pandemic is not good for my collection. From there, we have Sniper Elite, the board game. Sniper Elite, the board game, is a fun one because this is another one that maybe you should back, but I'm probably not backing. Sniper Elite is the first Kickstarter game from, well, first board game from Rebellion Unplugged. They have another Kickstarter, but not for a board game. This is one where the testimonials seem to be pretty legit. This is a stealth-based game where you can be moving your sniper around, taking actions. It seems to bring to mind stuff like V Commandos, stuff like Reichbusters to an extent, although different. Assassin's Creed, which is really V Commandos. It's basically a stealth-based game, which we have a few, but not a lot. And this is another miniature-based one as well. It seems to be pretty good. The Secret Cabal, look at this. You know, it was a very edge of your seat. I would play it over and over again. I need to have this. I need to have this is a good testimonial. People have asked me in the past, well, what is a good testimonial? You're critical of all of them, you know, and a good testimonial is, I will be adding this to my collection. I can't wait to add this to my collection. That is ultimately a good testimonial. Can you have a good game that is not for someone else? Of course you can. Northgard is a great example. I just covered Northgard. I think Northgard is a great game for the right person. It's not a great game for me. But the ultimate testimonial is the one where the person giving the feedback says, I need this game. This is something I must have. That is a good testimonial, and I'm all on board with this one. There are more testimonials as well. Another one, the Thoughtful Gamer was another good one, where at some point, blah, 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 this Sniper Elite is awesome, game of the con. This is how I learned about Sniper Elite. Keep in mind, that's not actually him, that's coming from him when someone, whatever. But either way, still a decent testimonial, and there's another one as well. But the Secret Cabal is like, that's pretty impressive. I think that's a great testimonial. The problem we have here is I'm just not pulled in personally. And in terms of whether to hold this value, the problem you have is, this, again, new company in terms of the board game space. The pledge levels are $53 for the base game, $79 for the Marksman for the board game with deluxe upgrade kit. As usual, I generally recommend these if you're going for a Kickstarter. Go for the deluxeified, otherwise just wait till get it later. There's no guarantee this will go to retail, especially, I mean, I don't know how much the demand will be, but who knows, we'll have to play it out, but I do recommend the upgraded kits if you want. And finally, for $105 plus shipping, you have the all-in pledge, which includes the Sniper Nest expansion, which is this expansion somewhere down here, over here. Eagle's Nest expansion, my bad. But in terms of why I'm not backing it, it's a combination of a few things. First of all, the overall game just doesn't seem to appeal to me. I like stealth games, but I have V Commandos, and I love V Commandos, and I don't have the time to play enough games as it is. The testimonial, while great, is not enough to pull me in, and the graphic design, the miniatures, all that stuff, while fine, are not pulling me in, and that is a big price tag to be a game that's not pulling me in. It's a lot of money for a game that I'm not super invested in. Will it hold its value? It's hard to know. It's very hard to know. If this is an amazing, incredible game, then yeah, the deluxe editions might hold their value. Am I in any way confident that this is going to be the case? Not really. They do have a solo mode by David Turczi, so keep that in mind. That is definitely something to keep in mind because, again, they have some big names here, both in terms of the people giving testimonials as well as people involved in the game. But overall, I'm not confident. It doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just not confident that this will be an amazing game, and it's a pretty steep price tag considering what you're getting. So yeah, it may be an awesome addition to your own collection. I am skeptical that the secondary market will be paying what you paid for this game. From there we have Lunar Base, another one where sadly it's a hard one. This is a card game, looks great, looks intriguing. Whether it's for you or not, take a look. I do recommend for this one. This is actually a great point to point out. In the FAQ, is there an online version? Yes, we have the game on Tabletop Simulator. Try the game. If you are interested in this game, give it a shot. Why not? Pull it up in Tabletop Simulator. Understand and acknowledge that Tabletop Simulator is always a little bit less fun than real life, especially with card games, which are more finicky and fiddly and whatnot. But if you are intrigued by this game, I highly recommend that because your alternative is basically paying. You can get a print-to-play version. But your alternative is paying $26 plus shipping, which is around $10 or so, something like that, maybe $9, which basically means you're paying $35 for this game. And how big is this game? Well, not that size is everything, but over here, I need to find this here, where I can't find this anymore. I saw this thing here somewhere before. I apologize. I totally saw this before. I just can't find it now. Where is this? Okay, give me a second. I'm just going to pause. I can't find it at all. I apologize. But anyways, this game is giving you, it's basically a card game. It's giving you a bunch of cards, a decent amount of content for $35. Is it worth it to you or not? It is. I don't see it holding its value secondary market just because, again, the small price of shipping on a small game just is too much when you compare it to the fact that Miniature Market or any online store you can go to, it'll probably be cheaper down the road. But try it in Tabletop Simulator. There are some extras. There were some exclusives to this. Not a ton. But yeah. Take a look. It's a hard one too. In general, these small ones are always a little harder. From there we have Ultimate Werewolf Extreme, which is another kind of interesting one. So 161,000 out of 10,000 ratings. This is great for Bezier Games. Very happy for them. This is basically the culmination, although I think they've had the culmination a few times. So I don't really know at what point we actually hit the end of this. But this is Ultimate Werewolf Extreme. They have two options. They have the $69 Extreme Collector's Edition and the $99 Extreme Super Collector's Edition. So it's Extreme and Super Extreme. As far as what they're doing here, they have some new artwork. They have some new cards. They have an app that will be providing the app is not the moderator. The app is providing assistance to the moderator, so it makes it an easier experience. And they have like a giant deluxe fight box. They have game trays. They have more roll cards, 39 bonus rolls, strategy guide, rule books, and then the Super Deluxe Edition. We have some player items in the Super Deluxe Edition: card sleeves, so deck box, bumper sticker, just tons of extra stuff, gifts, certificates, and then finally the Super Deluxe Edition, with the tarot card set, the envelopes, the artifact expansion, painted 3D miniatures, and then my personal favorite, elimination slap bracelets, which I love. The idea that you just slap this in someone's wrist and they are eliminated, and so you can quickly and easily see who's been eliminated from the game. Should you back this? Should you not? I'd say if you really like this game, then yeah. If you really enjoy this game, then go ahead and get it. Why not? Pay the little bit of extra. You'll get it. You won't have to worry about chasing it down the secondary market or anything like that. But traditionally speaking, Bezier Games, very similar to last week. Last week I talked about Quest, where I chose to back it, even though I think it's probably the wrong decision, but I really like Avalon, so I'm willing to back it. Same idea right here. Both indie boards and cards and Bezier Games, especially when you're talking about their hidden role games in any ways, they historically have not done a great job holding their value on the secondary market. People get them, they're excited, they tend to move on. If you are patient, you will be able to get these cheaper. If you really like Ultimate Werewolf, then go ahead and grab it the same way I grabbed Quest. I decided that I really like Avalon and I'm not interested in saving $10 to chase down someone else's copy down the road, so I decided to buy it. If you're new to the series, if you're new to the series, I don't know why you're spending $100 on this game, but hey, maybe you've played someone else's copy. I don't know the details, but yeah, I don't think it's the worst buy. I don't think it'll hold its value. Generally and historically, they have not. The secondary market tends to cycle these games a lot. But if you like it, then yeah, treat yourself, have fun with it. In any case, from there we move not to Quest. The Quest was just here to be as a reference point. From there we move to Nova Lux. Nova Lux at $13,200, 290 backers, is not doing amazingly well. It is funded, good for them. 18 days to go, so we have time to see where it lands. But this is basically, it's a hard one. At $27 plus shipping, you're paying, I can't remember exactly what shipping was, $10 or whatever it was. Maybe it's $8. I think it might have been $8. Can I find it quickly and not? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Shipping was roughly $8 or so, but what are you getting in this game? You're not getting a ton. This is a small card game. You can watch the previews, see if this is for you, and there are some exclusives. We have a bunch of 8 Kickstarter exclusive factions over here, so there are some exclusive content. Not a ton. You have to make a determination whether that's worth it to you, but what about the actual value? Secondary market, all that stuff. It's unlikely to hold its value. At $35 for a card game that fits in the palm of your hand. I mean, look at this picture over here. We have a picture somewhere here where they show you, this is the game that's going on here. This is what you're paying $35 for. Now, they're selling it as a plus. They're compact, it's tight, that's great, that's awesome. But games like Star Realms are also compact and tight, and those are available for $10. So it's just a hard sell to me that this is going to be worth the $35 ship that you're paying for it, compared to waiting and seeing how it plays out in the secondary market, retail minus the exclusives. I just don't think this is a game that's going to hold its value, unfortunately. And then next up we have Glenmore 2 Highland Games. This is it's basically been a very negative day, I'm realizing, except for Endangered. I gave you Endangered. Okay, we got one win here. Glenmore Highland Games. I walked into this one expecting to say, yes, you should totally back it. But no, you should totally not back it. And the reason for that is because with a caveat. The reason for that is the original Kickstarter did a decent job holding its value. It came with some extra chronicles in the game, some extra content that was Kickstarter exclusive, that I don't know if it was exclusive, but it was in the Kickstarter and harder to get later, and that helped the game hold its value. If you wanted to get the retail edition, it's already a pricey game, but not as pricey as the Kickstarter, but if you wanted those extras, the game did a good job holding its values. And I expect it to be saying the same thing here. Unfortunately, that's not the case because there are no exclusives in this game. Nothing at all is exclusive. The game is going to retail. I'll cover the additions in a second because I am excited. I plan on getting this game, just not at Kickstarter. And in general, it's just I'm not seeing a reason to back this, unfortunately, unless you don't have access to cheap, readily available retail options, or if you are so desperate for this new content that you'd rather pay the premium to get it early. But if not for those two factors, keep in mind this $60, $72 over here. Okay, so let's factor in the base game alone at $72, €60. Shipping is, where are we? Shipping is going to cost you, for just the base game over here, estimate expansion, estimate bundle, so expansion or base game, whatever it is, for over here, United States, 17, 18 euro. You're paying $100 for this game, and when it's available, it's not currently available, so take that as a caveat, but when it's available online, you can get it for $50. You're paying twice the price to get it in the Kickstarter, and you're not getting anything extra. That is insane to me. Twice the price. Yeah, insane to me. In terms of the expansion stuff, same problem. Look at the shipping. The shipping is not cheap here at all. So I don't understand why you would back this when you can instead get it from your local retailer when it's available and pay significantly less. As far as I can see, they're giving you no real incentive to back this game. Do I want this game to do well? 100%. Do I believe it'll do well? 100%. Do I want it for my own collection? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. But they're giving you no reason to back this game past some degree of FOMO, and or if you have limited access to retail options. Then I get it. And yes, it will of course go through print run cycles in available, not available, but basically you're paying a huge premium to get this game early, unless I'm missing something, and I really think I am, because I'm worried I am, because the gap here is so large that, yeah, I triple checked. I don't know if I'm missing something or not. As far as what is the game at, let's talk about that, because I am excited about the game. I'm just not excited about the Kickstarter. As far as the game itself, the game adds a few things. First of all, it adds 3 new Chronicles. One of them was designed by, and a new solo mode. It has a full new solo mode, plus 3 new Chronicles, which is excellent. If you like this game and you want to play it solo, boom, now you can. It's amazing. If you want more Chronicles, if you like some of the designers here, they had Johnny Pack, we have Morten Monrad Peterson, David Studley, nope, not who I'm looking at the wrong thing, that was the Autonoma Factory. We have, over here, we have Rudiger Dorn, I think it is, great designer, amazing designer, Istanbul, Runestones. I mean, I'm so excited to play a module from Rudiger Dorn. I'm so excited. I really want that. We have Johnny Pack. Johnny Pack is excellent games. I love some of his stuff. Coloma is an amazing game. I sadly didn't like Sheriff West, but some great games, great designer. He has a module in this game. I'm super excited. We have the actual team at Funtails themselves who designed the next module. I don't personally know them, so don't mind the lack of love, nothing to do with knowing you guys. And then lastly, we have the solo mode. The only real reason I can think to back this and pay that huge premium is if you really want some of these extras over here. Like you want the Chronicles Promo 4, the Chronicles Metal Coins, the multiple... Yeah, I'm just not, currently, as of right now, I'm not seeing a reason to back this game. I am seeing every reason to get this game, but not a reason to back this game. And then lastly is a really nothing really, which is the Wyrmwood gaming table, which is this is one that I've had a bunch of requests to cover. I wasn't initially planning on because it's not a board game, but I do love gaming tables. I do think everyone should get one, so expect a video on this tomorrow as well. Basically, Massive Darkness and Wyrmwood will both be going up tomorrow. I hope you enjoy them. Have fun. Basically, that's it. So that's it. That is basically everything. Once again, if you are Maximo Cara, please get a hold of me, Alex at BoardGameCo. If you haven't subscribed to Paula Denning, please subscribe to her and leave me alone about the singing. It will be at least 11 days till I sing again. I guarantee it, just because I need to put up a sign behind me. It's been, X days since the last incident. The incident being me singing. That's not the point here. Then again, I said it'd be like a month and it hasn't been, so really it's my own fault. That being said, I am Alex Radcliffe from BoardGameCo. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I did get anything wrong, let me know. I'm particularly worried about Glen more. Like, I triple check my information 3 times to make sure I'm not missing something. I feel like I am. I hope I am. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like I am. Anyways, I'm Alex. Have a good one, and we'll talk tomorrow.